So in the description, if you refresh, if you've just been watching, I included a personality quiz. Square Enix is doing this fun thing. I don't remember who originally linked it in chat. They're doing this fun thing where you can take a little quiz, and they will tell you which Trials of Mana character you are. I got Duran, which honestly is kind of disappointing. I wanted to be Kevin, but it's alright. I don't know if you guys do this. Every time you boot up a new game, go into the options, no matter what, just to see. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, now that's nice. Now that's nice. English for you is pretty rough. Instant. Always instant for text. What do you think this is? Always bump up that camera speed. Don't rotate me, actually. Take a look at these controls. Okay. Melee attack weak. Okay. Wow! Whoa, 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 whoa. You're telling me you have basic melee attack on circle and evade on square? Switch. Okay, there we go. What a weird way to do it. That's fine. That's good. Dash. That's fine. This should be fun. I was thinking about maybe changing it to R1. That's good. By the way, now you're a little low in the audio? Okay. Boost it. Are we sounding better, chat? I just tweaked it a little bit. Just tweaked it a little bit. I might have to speak loudly. Let me know what volume I sound good at. Once I get into things, I tend to speak a lot more quietly. Any thoughts on the remake not having any multiplayer at all? It's a bummer for me, specifically, because I'd love to play this with Brad and Blood, of course. So that's a bit of a bummer. Alright, we got everything all lined up. Brightness seems fine. I mean, come on, right? Difficulty settings can be changed. We're going hard, man. Normal was very easy. Alright, we'll do it. Duran is a proud young soldier from Valsena. I feel like anytime I read video game stuff, I can't help but sound like a nerd. Like, I don't have a good read the description. Well, there. Hello. My boy. Kevin is heir... Wait, no, don't scroll. Don't scroll. Okay, hold up. Kevin is heir to the throne of Ferolia. His father is the king of the Beastmen, but his missing mother was a human woman. Kevin's father raised him to be a fighting machine. Fighting robot, which affected his social skills. He is unused to conversing with humans, which can... This scroll is going to drive me insane. It can make him hard to understand at times. The ice around the young boy's heart only began to melt after making friends with Carl, the wolf pup. No spoilers, chat. No spoilers. Look at that strength. Look at that strength at A. Charlotte, Hawkeye. I mean, we have to... Ooh, I kind of like Reese. Like her. I think she's pretty cool. I was thinking about doing what we did in the group stream. I mean, we have to do Kevin, right? Or should we just do all new people? Should we do the opposite of that and just go all new? I think all new might be good. As much as I love Kevin, of course. I like that strength being an A. Let's go all new. Alright, alright. go. They really went hard on Angela. Okay. Duran. Reese is definitely in our party. I guess we only have. We should read Reese's description, by the way, since we don't know what she's about. That's not Reese. All right, hold up. Sorry, chat. We're getting all fuddled. Reese is the young princess of the mountainous kingdom of Lauren and captain of the Rana Amazon Guard. This scroll is stupid. She has a will of a down-to-earth mother. She has a will of an iron and down-to-earth manner. Though some might call her stubborn, Reese is always there to lend a hand for those who need it. She lost her mother as a child, and since then she has tried to help raise her little brother, Elliot. Her topmost priorities are her father, brother, and kingdom. Why can't the other items make it for the stream? They are recording the podcast. Just getting me, baby. And we should read Charlotte. Charlotte is the granddaughter of Wendell's Priest of Light. She looks much younger than she is, thanks to elfin blood in her veins. Perhaps because of this, she has always been coddled by the people who raised her in the temple. Charlotte's bright and outgoing personality can be an asset and a hindrance. Though curious, she's superstitious and a bit of a scaredy cat. Charlotte's sweet. I like it. Duran is a proud young soldier from Belsenna, Kingdom of the Plains, who he comes across as hot-headed and ready for a fight. The whole kingdom acknowledges his skill with the blade. Duran has nothing but love for his kingdom and respect for the Hero King, a good friend of his departed father, Loki the Golden Knight. You know, I was going to make Duran the main character, but I think that's a little bit more boring than Reese. Let's be Reese. I like her. And then we'll have Duran and Charlotte be our companions. Charlotte's a healer, right? Reese is very popular in Japan. Shout out. Charlotte is a badass healer with nunchucks. Cool. Yep, okay, so we know these. Silver's just regular, gold will restore us. Suppose there's an extra special mana section? Yo, this looks really good. I like that they just get you right into it. If I'm talking during a part where I shouldn't be talking, please feel free to say shut up or any variation of that. I totally get it. I get annoyed watching streamers and they're talking when they shouldn't be talking, so I will not take offense. Collect parts for your counter-strike gauge. Press and hold L1 plus square for the counter-strike gauge. You can only say it during story parts, chat. I hope this starts a new rise of mana appreciation in the West. And I think it could. 周囲の崖を自然の城塞として利用した難攻不落の城として名高いローラント城がある。さらに精鋭のアマゾネス軍が守りを固め、
永遠に外敵の侵入を許すことはありえないかのように見えた。しかしさて、武術の稽古の時間ね。弟のエリオットを探さなくちゃ。
Find Elliot. Alright. Let's take a look around, shall we? Amazon training. I like it. Never let your guard down. You don't know what may happen. Is this breakable? This looks super breakable. Is that just powering up our gauge? These are items. Pretty good movement speed. Always appreciate that in an RPG where you can actually just get around fast. So we can jump. Oh my. Alright. It's a little squirrely. I didn't want to talk to you through the wall, lady. Gustal to the west of the citadel, strong winds that make it hard to traverse. The Mighty Stone is through those caves. Yes. Yes. Ooh, one item seed. That's really good. So we can plant that at an inn. Oh, no, no, no. Not true. I guess it's not that. I guess it's not one of those seeds. Covers all allies' HP by 50. Nice. You can actually dodge roll in the air. You can. She sounds like Link. It is one of those seeds? Okay. You can plant it? Nice. Forgive me, no one is allowed beyond this point. Do you want to join my party? Welcome back, Captain. I'm afraid none of the guards have seen Prince Elliot, Captain. Alright, let me know if I miss anything. There's a dog. Can you pet the dog? Can you pet the dog? This dog is not dealing with any bullshit. That is a chill dog. You can't pet. You cannot pet. Ooh, statue. Yep. Got it. I'm so grateful they added a map. I know. It's really annoying in both Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana and Final Fantasy Adventure where you don't have a map. Especially as the dungeons get more intricate, for sure. Thankfully we had Blood, who was on top of stuff. Alright, we gotta take a knee in these rooms real quick. Yes. I love doing this kind of stuff. I mean, this reminds me exactly of Dragon Quest, right? Going around, breaking those pots, getting those mini medals. Very, very fun. Perhaps you should ask Alma where the little prince is. She should be in the room to the right of the throne room. Sure. I got you. This looks pretty chill. Might get it after 7. Yeah, we can do kind of post-demo impressions, but this is more impressive than I initially thought it would be. Knee-jerk reaction. I dig this a lot. I would love to get a brand new high-budget mana game. That would make me very, very happy. Revive it all, man. Is that a metal slime over here? Cup of Wishes. No, that's just a vase. I thought... Do you see where I'm coming from, chat, on this metal slime? I could even see like an eyes and a smiley face. I could have sworn that was a metal slime. I think we're good. Can we check bookshelves? No. Our father is blind? How do we feel about the no? I didn't even see the blood call out. Did blood make a joke? How do we feel about no roulette spin? I'm okay with it. I don't think it's that great of a mechanic, to be honest.
おや、私はてっきりエリオット王子はリースお嬢様と一緒だと思ってましたよ。いつもはお嬢様のおそばを離れようとしないのに。お妃様がエリオット王子をお産みになってすぐに亡くなられましたから、あの子にとってはリースお嬢様が母親みたいなものですからね。
風の王国ローラントの王女リースには弟のエリオット王子がいる。母である王妃はエリオットを産み、その顔を見ることなく亡くなった。幼いリースの目に映ったのは静かに眠る母の顔と新しく生を受けた自分の弟の顔であった。国民のすべてが妃の死を悲しむ中、リースは一人で聖なる山に登り、涙が枯れるまで泣いた。だが幼くとも心優しいリースは今もこれからも母の愛を知ることができないエリオットのために、母の分までエリオットに愛情を注ごうと誓ったのだった。お母様。エリオット、どこにいるの
？Okay, that walk animation is pretty rough. Holy shit. Oh boy. Oh, Bill and Ben? They kicked our ass.
とっても面白いことが始まるよ。じゃーん、私は旅の手品師です。今日は王子様にとっておきの手品をお見せしよう。はい。さてお次は分身の術。はい。
This is cute.
王子様、まだまだすごい手品があるよ。ほら、そこに地下室があるだろう。そこでもっといっぱい見せてあげるよ。さあ、行こう。
Were they Naruto running? They were Naruto running. Hyder asks, what level am I in Neo 2? I'm level 74 in Neo 2. I think. If it's not 74, it's like around 74. I don't believe his highness has come through here, so we gotta chase after him. Fetch quest. I actually don't know. I have my Switch here, I could look. I don't know what I am in Rune Factory 4. Dude, I would. I should. I have my Switch Lite, but I don't have my regular Switch. I would totally stream Super Meat Boy. You guys need to see how much fun that game is. Is this only 40? That's a good call. I'm glad they're doing that. You're cool. I've been stationed here for a long time, but I've not seen His Highness. Great. You're worthless. This and Crystal Chronicles are probably the two games I look forward to most this year. Nice. Unconventional picks. I like it. This is 50. Okay. Well, not as good. I don't mean this as an insult, but this game totally feels like a PS2 game. It very much does. I mean, it looks better than a PS2 game, but it has that PS2 quality about it. There is a very distinct PS2 quality, right? And it really doesn't necessarily have anything to do with looks. You could just feel it, like the bones of the PS2 are in this thing. Captain, I believe Elliot was playing near the underground passage. He seemed to have a friend with him since he was talking to someone. Was that Bill or Ben? Very DQA. I get that. Do you think Evangelion 4.0 will delay in Japan? Probably, which is a bummer. Can I dress up like Ben for Halloween?
もっとちゃんとしたやつ見せてよ。
はいはい。それではとっておきの超大魔術をご覧に。さあ、ボズール、王子様、こちらへ。王子様、王子様ならここがどういう場所かお分かりかな？
当たり前だい。ここはね、ローランドで一番大事な風をコントロールするところさ。でもね、王族の鍵がないと動かせないんだよ。
Like this key right here.
では、その王族の鍵とやらでちょっとだけ風を止めてもらえるか。とっておきの手品というのは、あの世から王子のお母様を呼び出す術なんだがね。王子はお母様に会いたくないのかな。風があるとお母様も天国から降りてきづらいだろう。さあ、お母様のために風を止めてあげようじゃないか。
お母様に会えるの？
Alright.
でもリースお姉様が絶対風を止めちゃダメだ。
Elliot's is a bit of a stupid kid.
なんとかわいそうに。王子はお姉様に騙されているんだよ。お姉様はこの術のことを知っていて、自分だけお母様に会っているのか。
そんな。
さあ、どうする？ぼやぼやしてるとお姉様に見つかっちまうぞ。ほら、噂をする。さあ、急いで。お姉様に見つかったら二度とお母様には会えないよ。
でも。
このガキ、さっさとしやがれ。
Elliot, you are dooming this kingdom. You fool. At least he's getting like an SSR item, though, in Grand Blue. That's pretty hype.
お前たち、何者です？エリオットを離しなさい。お姉様。
やったぞ。 を誇るローランド城もこの風さえなければ我がナバール忍者軍の敵ではない。今頃城内には一斉に侵攻が始まっているはずだ。ローラント城は我々ナバール盗賊団改めナバール王国の城として生まれ変わるのだ。盗賊団最後の仕事が城を盗むことだなんて生かすだろう。
敵国のスパイめ。
おっと、そんなことをやっている暇はあるのかな。ジョスター国王は今頃見えない目でどうやって戦っているのかね。
お父様、エリオット、来るのよ。
Reese, that was... Reese, what are you... Your bro ain't behind you.
ほらな、坊主。リース姉さんはお前のことなんかどうでもいいと思ってるんだよ。さあ。
I love how chat's like, yeah, just let the kid die. You guys are awful. But we're not wrong. Chat. Awful, but correct. You're the one doing this, Ben. What are you talking about? I'm not Reese. That's not who I am in real life. I wish, though. Is there a lock on, by the way? R3, thank you. Sleep spores. I feel like you definitely want to charge up. Alright, you can move. Oh, baby. We should equip some items to the item bar, by the way. Oh, get destroyed. Nice. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so immediate disappointment. This does not have as much charm as the OG Trials of Mana menu, which is a bit of a bummer, honestly. So these are already set to the ring menu, right? Yes. So how do I bring up the ring menu? There we go. Aha. But there's a quick menu as well, right? Where you don't have to hold R1 and press it. Blah, 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 blah. Just like that. Move forward. Set as a shortcut. Okay. Okay, so you use the D-pad here. You don't use the analog stick, which is interesting. So you can set these as shortcuts. Nice. Okay, got it. So we have to build up the blue bars at the bottom to get that attack. They're not doing very much damage, which is nice. They're softies. They're definitely softies. We're in the beginning. We're in the beginning. You can swap in the original soundtrack. Yeah, we actually saw that at the beginning. Alright, so how many do we have? Is it like Muso style where you just alternate the number of light attacks with strong attacks? Oh, that's nice. That wide sweep. So that's 2 lights and a heavy. We get that nice sweep. That's really good. I like that a lot. Level up to increase your HP and stats like your strength. With increased stats, you can use training points to power up your character's move by learning moves and abilities. Did we level up? We just did that for style, honestly. Training. Here we go. Here we go. Use the training points you obtain after leveling up to learn moves and abilities and increase your stats. Magic spells and attacks you learn will automatically be added to the move ring. Press down to bring up the menu and select a move while exploring the field of battle. Using moves costs MP. Abilities with the chain icon next to them are chain abilities. When equipped, these abilities will affect other party members in this game. I see. Alright, so putting in the points, you get those things. Can we check and see what that stuff does? Yes. Damage dealt by enemy targeting player increased by 5. Ooh, quick heal. Status effect time shortened by 30%. Attack increases by 15% when affected by status effect. And 5% of CS gauge when enemy is defeated. I actually like that a lot. Use the total amount of CS gauge used by 10% using class strike. %5 chance of canceling out damage from an opponent. 5% is too small. Chance of critical hit increased by 10. Good. Attack increases by 10% for 30 seconds when receiving damage. That's really good. Luck only. Strength seems really strong here. I'm sorry, chat. I think I'm gonna go strength. That counter is nuts. A 10% 30-second buff when taking damage is crazy. We gotta do it. I really want to see all the character stories. That seemed like a weird animation. I really like how they've interpreted a lot of these sprites, though. The soldiers in particular look really, really good. Is that Angela's mom?
一旦ナバールに帰りフレイムカーン様に報告。再び軍を率いてここに戻る。退却。風が今頃になって風が戻ったって。エリオット、でもどこに行けば。以前お父様が困った時は生徒ウェンデルの光の司祭様を訪ねな
Going
さ
to
い。
Wendell.
きっとお導きくださるに違いない。
I'm gonna miss Angela's spellcasting for sure. I think it is definitely gonna be a weakness in the party. Will Room Factory 5 come to the West this year? My guess is probably not. I think it'll be 2021.
お母様、お父様やみんなをよろしくお願いします。私はエリオットを必ず助け出します。
Ooh! We've got a Garnet moment right here. Kind of. Kind of.
お母様の形見のリボン、どうか見守っていてください。
Top 3 X games. My favorite X games are X1, X2, and X4. I haven't played X6 in a long time, and I've never played X7 or X8 though.
最愛の父も失ったリースは弟エリオットを探すべく今一人旅立つ。
You like X3, but it's really weird. That's pretty much exactly how I feel about X3. I don't think it's as strong as X1 or X2 or X4, but it's kind of a weird, cool game in its own right. This ship is pretty great, though. Some of the music in X3 I really, really like a lot. And some of it's not very good. This is definitely a Dragon Quest ship, for sure. Remember Huber wants you to know your take of Jack 2? Yeah, I gotta get back to Jack 1. Kevin? Kevin 2?
ジャードの町を我々ビースト軍が占領した。おとなしくしていれば危害は加えない。
Cover the one eye.
ビーストキングダムの獣人たちがここジャドの町に攻めてきたんだ。奴らに港は封鎖されちまった。おかげで船は全部欠航さ。もうどこへも行けやしね
囚人が町を襲うなんて。早く
Find a way to escape Jad. Oh man, we have so much to explore though.
町を脱出する方法を探さ
Okay,
ない
those
と。
don't break. Do we fight the Ferolians? You know what we can do in this in chat? Plant seed. The pot will level up the more seeds you plant. The higher your magic pot level is, the better your chance of getting good items from item seeds. Enemies will drop more seeds more often too. You couldn't plant multiple seeds in the original, right? That's actually pretty cool. Oh, it's leveling up slow. The dancing, yes. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. I'm glad they made him dance. Feels right. Okay, let's check out this gear. What? I thought it was an accessory for sure. Deals earth magic damage. So this is for Kevin. Is that for Angela? That's no good to me right now. Alright, oh, ooh, Angela! She's right there! She's right in front of me. Okay, we can't use the end. Can break this pot though. Oh, look at that. Look, we're standing on air! It's actually a little hard to see. There you go. I don't want to trigger anything yet. I just want to collect stuff. How's it going? It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I think it definitely helped that we just played through the original version. It's increasing my appreciation of the remake. I love them taking advantage of the remake though and doing secrets like that, right, where you have to jump to get it. Very small touch, but an appreciated one nonetheless. Hey, Duran.
まったくよ、冗談じゃないぜ親父。武器屋が武器売ってねえなんてシャレにもならねえ。しかしあの数、俺一人じゃ。えい、腹が立つ。
Duran just seems like an all-rounder. Is that true? Looks very Dragon Quest. It's, yes. Extremely Dragon Quest. Doesn't this use the same engine as Dragon Quest 11? I believe so. Unreal Engine. That's super obscure. No one uses it. Unreal Engine. Duran's good strength and health. That's good. That's good. That's good. Do we know if there's going to be an even harder mode in the final game? Because I worry that hard is going to be too easy. I may be speaking too soon, admittedly. I may be jumping the gun a little bit, but I'm worried that hard is going to be too easy. I love that I can jump on the rooftops. That's sweet. I mean, to be fair, it took a bit for the original Trials of Mana to get difficult, I feel like. So we may not be able to gauge that very well in the demo. Hawkeye!
どうしたんだい？美しいお嬢さん。外は獣人たちがうろついてて、それまでここで。 俺とデートでもしようじゃないか。
You want a little alone time, Hawkeye?
おっと、そう怖い顔しなさんな。
Before we do that, let's go up. Does it have dub? Yes, it does have dub.
イーストキングダムの獣人たちは
I wonder if the advanced classes are more than just a palette swap, like if they change their look at all.
獣に変身することができるんだ。実はそこが狙い目さ。奴らそれで夜な夜な漁師様の館に集まって好き放題暴れ。
警備が夜に手薄になるなら宿屋
Nap until nightfall. That's my plan every day.
待っていてね。
I'm a master at this. Suppose we have to actually rent a room. You won't just let us stay here for free. Oh, well, I suppose it wants us to go to the inn. They changed the look? Okay, that's nice. I wonder if we're missing any... Ooh, look at this! Look at the secrets! Can't do business with these beastmen in town anyway. I mean, you could. Pretty good. Pretty good transformation. It looks like their wolf faces are too small. Like they have these little tiny wolf faces on these super decked out bodies. Oh, are we stealthing? Let's check out our moves real quick. That's good. I like the forward lunge. So you don't get one after 3. If you commit to 3 light attacks, you don't get a follow-up. If I don't charge that all the way, no, it still happens. Yeah, Angela, wake the fuck up. Come on, let's go. I need a black mage. How are the bathrooms? Haven't seen a bathroom. Did they just leave? Did they just leave? I think they might have just left. How long is this demo? I have no idea. Good question, though. SSD load times! Do yourself a favor, chat. Get that SSD. Get it. I promise you. Ooh, rabbits. I'm a sucker for cute things. Oh! I don't want to fight the doggos. I like how it actually represents the items that you get and the experience there. I think that's pretty good. Did we get item seeds? I think we did get item seeds. No, we didn't. We did not, chat. I wonder if it would be worth doing a run-through of each of the characters just to see who you like the best. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. There's got to be something over here. There it is. Do you ever get RPG burnout? I definitely have in the past. I haven't in a while. I haven't gotten RPG burnout in a while. But I have, yes. Next month is this in Final Fantasy 7. Might be tough to play back to back. Well, I totally agree with the sentiment. Final Fantasy VII isn't even. This sounds crazy, but Final Fantasy VII isn't even really an RPG to me. Like, I'm gonna play that game so hard. It's very special to me, and so I can't. I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. I like this. I like the aerial enemies knocking them down. That's cool. That's neat. Oh, we're still in combat. Okay, so you can't open chests while in combat. I thought that money was a seed, but it's not. Oh man, now you're kind of making me want to play the Final Fantasy VII demo. Xenoblade Headband, absolutely. It's funny because I love Dragon Quest XI a lot, but when Dragon Quest XI S came out, I wasn't quite ready to do another playthrough of it. Like, not enough time had passed. Enough time has passed with Persona 5 and Xenoblade that I'm super ready. Super ready. Do enemies respawn if you walk away from the area? I wonder if the charge up attack can hit the aerial enemies. They do? Okay, cool. Because I do want to max out experience for the demo. No, I don't want to hit that sign. Are you pumped for Strive rollback? I'm definitely happy about it, for sure. It always sucks when you want to get into a game and, like, it's hard getting into a fighting game as it is, right? Because it takes a lot of persistence. But when you get bad matches, it just makes that even harder than it should be. Did you see? Ono was like, hey, we're going to improve the netcode even more. I mean, he didn't say exactly that, to be fair. But apparently listening to the feedback. Which is nice. Okay, so we need 4 training points. Alright. We'll save up. Wonder if they alternate the amount of points that they give you depending on level. Ono promises a lot over years. That's true. That's a fair point. They do seem to be a little bit better, though. So far, and again, really too early to make a hard judgment call, but I don't feel like I need the charge attacks that much. Now, in OG Trials of Mana, it became really important because that's how you did any real damage. And you paused things when you were doing charge attacks. They don't work the same here, but yeah, I'm not seeing the use case yet. How are you liking the demo? I like it a lot. It's very chill, very easygoing. Hard definitely doesn't feel hard yet, but just a demo, just the very beginning of the game. What is this? What? Doesn't strike me as they're meant to be hard. I don't think things need to be hard, but they do need to be interesting, right? Like, when things are easy, that they ruin the fun that you're having. Like, easy games are great. There are a lot of games that are very easy but very interesting. They make up for it in other ways. Top 10 easy video games? Kirby would be number 1. I'm struggling to think what else would be on that list. Top 10 easy games. Maybe it's the, except for Yoshi's Island, the Yoshi games would be good candidates. Yeah, Yoshi would be a good candidate, for sure. Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing is so weird, though. Like, I was thinking that too, but it's not even in the same... You're not really under threat, right? So I think that would have to be the qualification.
俺は見たんだ。変な光が湖の上空を飛んでるのを。きっと今夜も現れる。
No one believes me, but I saw it. Okay, let's go check it out. You're always under threat of debt, but you have infinite time to pay it back. That's the thing. You know, I've never played Mystic Quest. Not even for a little bit. I've never played Mystic Quest. Hey, thank you for the Twitch Prime, Kip. Apparently GameStop are selling AC right now. I saw they were selling Doom. They did not mention AC, but I'm glad that they're selling it. I already preloaded the digital version, so I'm not going to double dip, but... I think Mystic Quest might be one of the only Final Fantasy games I've never played. There aren't that many. I've played most of them. I really want to do a Dirge of Cerberus stream chat. That game. Nier's a pretty easy game. Nier is a pretty easy game. Both Niers are pretty easy on default, anyway. Even 10-2. Yep, I've played 10-2. Not all of 10-2. It was like the Dark Knight Crest Sphere, past that. Somewhere around there. Finally to break the barrier. Pokemon Sword and Shield are easy, yeah. Pokemon, don't even get me started. That's the thing, is we were streaming Pokemon, the 5th gen, right? We were streaming Pokemon White. And I actually felt like it had the right difficulty for Pokemon. I don't think Pokemon needs to be hard. But I feel like Gen 5 really nailed it. In a good way. It was not a pushover. Did you watch ReZero? No, I've had it on the list for a long time, but I've never gotten around to it. Ben and Jones Gen 5 stream win? I would totally do that. I would love to do that. Obviously, I can never replace Kyle, but I think it would be a fun stream. Gen 2 is better. Gen 2 is very good. I haven't played Gen 2 in a very long time. I've never played Heart Gold and Soul Silver, despite people loving them to pieces. Just dress up as Kyle. We're getting levels pretty quickly, which I like. No, I don't want to hit that sign. 2 Thunderbolt movies are currently free on YouTube. I have the first Thunderbolt movie on Blu-ray. But that's cool. I know they've done that before. I know they've made other Gundam things free on YouTube before. But that's cool. I dig it. May 29th for Xenoblade, that'd be a perfect time for me. All of May devoted to Xenoblade. It's great because I think a lot more people will give it a chance, and I totally understand people not liking some visual elements in that game, but we're going the wrong way. That's okay. We're gonna experience at least. I hope Definitive Edition really shows them light, because it takes a while to get going. You don't understand the magic of Xenoblade right away, but once you do, I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, think it is one of the best RPGs I've ever played. I'm sure the fun of the stream added to that, right? But it's not only that. No. Every time that happens. May 29th is Last of Us. Is it? Is Last of Us Part 2 May 29th? You know what? I don't blame you. Considering even everything I just said, I don't blame you. Look at these cute little mushrooms. Look at him flapping his little arms. How's the hype level for 7? The hype level for 7 is very high. I actually have a demo on this hard drive that I haven't played yet for 7, which would be fun to do. Did we go over here? I'm not sure. And people who played the Japanese version, a couple of them I feel like have reached out and they said 7 is really fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Astoria. What are your streaming plans for Final Fantasy VII right now? I don't think we have anything locked down. I know Brad really wants to stream with Jones. I'd like to be on that as well if I could. I want to stream it at some point. But we don't have the details down. Can I go over here? No. How do I get up there then? You know, I keep forgetting about my super special ability just because I haven't needed it. Brad with Jones would be amazing. It'd be very, very good. I don't think Jones has played all of 7. I'm pretty sure he hasn't, so that'd be fun. One setting with Jones and Hubert. Oh my god. I would love to do a one setting RE3 playthrough. I really would. It'd be super fun. What? I did it. Does this game have a class system of some sort? It certainly does, yes. Will Huber ever play a Fire Emblem game? I don't know, man. Just play 3 houses. Just do it. It's right there. Just play it. He always said once it got on a console, he'd be down. Ooh, secrets? No. Kind of. Is Awakening better than 3 Houses? I like Awakening a lot, and I think 3 Houses is better. Closed off the city. I do wish, though, and I think this was made especially apparent in Cindered Shadows, A huge reason why I love Cinder Shadows so much is I feel like they actually hit the right difficulty. Like, they hit the right normal difficulty with it, and the maps are way more interesting. Man, I don't understand why anyone's down on Cinder Shadows. It was so good. Once I finished Cinder Shadows, I went online and I was like, are they making more DLC because Cinder Shadows is so good? And they are not, which is a bummer. FE Shadows of Valentia, Fire Emblem Echoes, yeah. Echoes is super underrated. Everyone is sleeping on Echoes, and they shouldn't. Echoes was awesome. Echoes has some problems for sure. The maps are not great, and in fact, sometimes awful. But it's still really good. I think a lot of people would like it if they gave it a chance. I just don't think people know about it, honestly, with Echoes. I think that's the biggest problem. The writing was bad in Echoes? For Fire Emblem? Or you mean Cindered Shadows? I could see the complaint more for Cindered Shadows than I could for Echoes. The writing in Cindered Shadows was goofy, and it was goofy in a way that I got really into. But if somebody came to me and they're like, "This is bad," I couldn't fight them tooth and nail on it. But I think there's some good stuff in Echoes. 8-4 did Echoes, and they always do a nice job. Shout out to 8-4 Play. Is the barrier just going to disappear overnight, chat? Are we just gonna go rest and then it disappears? Ooh, item seed, baby! Item seed dance. Really think you should do a big launch stream when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. If you could have you, Brad, Kyle, especially, this event will come again. Take advantage of the moment. I think you're thinking the right way, Skipper Seth. I agree with you. Ben, with Easter coming up, did you ever receive any video games as gifts as a kid? Yeah, Easter. I think I got Game Boy games for Easter. That definitely happened, for sure. I don't remember what games, but it did happen. Game Boy Pocket was my first video game system that I owned. I had played other games before that, but the first one that I owned was Game Boy Pocket with Super Mario Land. It's why I can't ever hate Super Mario Land. And then not long after that, I got a Sega Nomad, which I feel like no one remembers, but it was awesome. It was a portable Sega Genesis that you could plug into your TV. And you could plug an AC adapter into it, and it took 6 AA batteries, and that thing chewed through batteries, man. Your poor parents. It was not good with the batteries. I hope they make an FE4 remake so you can compare Arvis to Edelgard's. They're pretty similar characters. Yeah, is it Fire Emblem 3 or 4 that people really like? I know there are fan translations, and I'm actually pretty tempted. I'm in a strong Fire Emblem mood. I have no idea how good those fan translations are. Is 3 Genealogy of the Holy War? Is that what it's called? 4. Okay. Thank you, Chad. Chase the strange light. This is interesting. What is the strange light? 3 is the second Marth game. Interesting. So they had Gaiden, which went a completely different path in the 3.
危険な気もするけど、光の正体を確かめたいわ。
4 is a brand new cast of characters. Cool, 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 cool. How would you feel if Tatanga and Wario came back to the Mario series as the main fun and bosses? I'm all for mixing it up. I would love a new Wario Land game. I want a new 6 sprite. Wario Land has those sweet fat sprites, right? Like they're just the best. Wario Land also has amazing sound effects. I would love a new Wario Land game. That would be awesome. Do it. Chat, I believe, and I have nothing to base this on, this is pure speculation, they will announce another Fire Emblem Echoes-like project relatively soon. I don't know which one they'll go after. Maybe 4. But I bet it's coming soon. I bet within the next year you'll see an announcement of it. These are my demands. Do we have more points? We have 2 points. We have 4 points. Okay. Switch to the perfect system for it. Absolutely. It would be weird if they used the Echo subtitle and then just stopped with that. I completely agree. I think it will get into a Pokemon kind of rhythm with releases. 3 Houses did so well. I'm bummed. You know, chat, I never streamed 3 Houses with you guys. I think we would have had a good time. I really do. The points add up, so you have 4 points right now? Wait, that doesn't make any sense to me. Hold on, what? No, I only have 2 points. Oh, no, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I invested 2 already. And then if I put 2 more in, I get 4. Guys, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Holy shit, thank you. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. You must equip learned abilities to use them. But it's a passive ability, right? If I were to send you an English cart of Super Robot Wars T, would you stream it? People have been asking me to play Super Robot Wars forever. I actually have one on PS4 that I can't remember the name of that I think is in English. So I would feel bad if I already had one in English and you sent me one. That'd be a fun stream. The fairy looks really, really good. They did a nice job. And this is a good interpretation of that character. Reese looks good too.
アストリアの宿で光が見えたから。そう。この際、しょうがないわね。よし、あなたに決めた。何？こっちの話。ねえ、お願い。私をウェンデルの光の司祭様のところに連れて行って。私にはもうこれ以上飛ぶ力が残っていないの。私も行くところだから構わないけど、途中の滝の洞窟に結界があって通れないんです。それは私がいれば多分大丈夫。さあ急いで、マナの聖域に。
Her ears have ears.
マナの聖域？アストリアの村の方、何が起こったの？急いで戻ってみましょう。私はあなたの中に入り込んで休ませてもらうね。
Let me rest inside you for a bit.
心配しないで。
Oh.
ちょっと待って。
We need to do... Okay, if we end up doing a full playthrough of this, we need to have a counter of how many times Reese goes like this.
わかりました。ねえ、あなたはなんでウェンデルを目指しているの？
Interesting, you don't get 3 full attacks in the air unless you can do... Yeah, you can. Downward slash.
そう。
Nice.
いろいろと事情があるのね。
Do we fight a boss in this demo? Will it let us know before the demos end? The demo ends. I just want to know. Hey, chat. You might have already said this and I missed it, but what do I do with this statue? Any ideas? There are bonus EXP objectives? Have I just completely missed this? We need to get in another fight. Top left at end of combat, okay. Is it universal stuff like, hey, don't take damage? Let's see. I see, okay. So it's kind of like Tails in that sense. Neat. Touch statue. I'm really happy that we won't have to deal with the awful, like, pausing constantly that we had to deal with in Trials of Mana OG. Did you get a chance to check out Kamen Rider? No, I haven't. I don't know if you guys heard me talking about it, but they're bringing Kamen Rider to some new service? Some streaming service for free?
みんなはビースト兵に襲われたようね。ひどいこと。一刻も早くウェンデルの光の司祭様にこのことをお知らせしなければ。ウェンデルが危ない。
As a preview for the streaming service, they showed a clip of Kamen Rider, and it was so funny. Maybe I can pull it up at the end of the stream, because it was very, very funny. The way that they edited this shot, I didn't even watch the whole thing, but the way that they edited this shot, this guy was like timing him on a motorcycle. And he clearly wasn't going very fast. They didn't want him to go too fast for shooting it seemed like. But they edited it, they just did like him, and then he was upside down, and they kept flipping between him being right side up and upside down. And he gets to the end, and they try to make it as exciting as possible with like spastic editing, and it was very, very funny. And I said to myself, yes, I want more of this. Kamen Rider is on Pluto TV. I don't know what Pluto TV is. It was like Tonkotsu something. I don't know. We can look it up. It was on IGN, of all things. Yes, that's it. Toku Shoutsu is what it is. Toku Shoutsu. Red Sky's got it. Ben, have you watched Beastars? It's on Netflix and it's amazing. No, I hadn't actually seen it until last night when I just randomly opened Netflix and they were advertising it, but I haven't watched it. No. It looked pretty. That's about all I can say on it. Beast Stars. AC unlocking in 5 minutes here? Dude, must be nice. I dig it. Do we get Duran here?
生とウェンデルに行きたいんだが、滝の洞窟に入れないんだよ。
あ、それでしたら。
え？フェアリーが入れるようにしてくれるって？そういや、俺も森で光を見たが見失っちまって。なんだか面白いことになってきたぜ。あんたはなんでウェンデルに向かってるんだい？そうか、そんなことがあったんだ。俺か？俺はディラン、ポルセナのファイターだ。
You can experience the previous journey of your new companion Duran. Play through their past. Sure. What is your familiarity with One Piece? I'm a One Piece manga reader. When I was gone for the funeral, I read through. I was at volume 80, and I read through volume 80. So I'm on volume 81 of One Piece. Is where I'm at. I think I might be on 82, but it's either 81 or 82. This is a new feature. Yeah, this is neat. Basically, where I'm at, they're like, they just cleaned up shop on the Doflamingo arc, and now they're moving into the next arc. They climbed the elephant. Carrot is there.
ただいまより剣術大会若手部門1位決定戦を行う。両者前へ。
お前なんかには負
I'll
けね
break
えぜ。
you like a dry noodle?
やれるもんならやってみな。
始め。
エルーザ、今日こそ決着をつけてやる。
He's just standing there. He's just standing. Poor guy.
よし、このまま一気に型をつける。
参った。
そこまで。ユランの優勝だ。よくやったぞ。腕を上げたな、デュラン。
草原の王国フォルセナの傭兵デュラン。父親は英雄王のかつての友人であり、黄金の騎士と称されるロキであったが、デュランが幼い頃に行方不明。
He's so
親も病
like
気で
kind of charmingly smug.
叔母のステラのもとに妹のウェンディと共に引き取られた。父親の思い出はほとんどないものの、やはり血は争えず、剣術において若手の中では右に出るものがないほどの腕で、フォルセナ国の傭兵として英雄王に仕えるようになった。
I've seen a few people say that Dressrosa was a slog. I actually really liked it. Probably one of my favorites. As many good things as are in it, I thought Thriller Bark was a slog at certain points.
もうすぐ交代が来るから、それまでの辛抱だ。俺はちょっくらもう一回りしてくるよ。
パパ、どこに行くの？
ドラゴン大使だよ。今度の敵は竜帝と呼ばれるドラゴン族の中でも最強のやつだ。だが大丈夫。リチャード王子と私なら必ず勝てる。デュラン、お前は男の子だ。妹のウェンディと母さんを頼むぞ。
いってらっしゃい。
You guys are funny sometimes.
ロキは私を助けようとして竜帝と差し違え、竜帝と共に底知れぬ穴に落ちていってしまった。
She reminds me of Lynn from Fire
私た
Emblem.
ちはその後1週間そこにとどまってロキの捜索を続けたのだが、
そうですか。あの人は、ロキは最後まで黄金の騎士であり続けたんですね。彼もきっと本望だったと思います。
シモーヌ、しっかり。
ステラ姉さん。
シモーヌ、どうしてこんなになるまで病気を放っておいたんだよ。
私が病気だと知ったら、きっとロキは安心して戦いに行けなかったと思うの。私はあの人の足手まといにはなりたくなかった。
バカだよ、あんたもロキも。
姉さん、子供たちを。
安心しな。あんたの子供たちは私がちゃんと面倒を見てあげるよ。
よかった。ありがとう。
シモーヌ。
いけねえ。うっかり寝ちまった。
Whoa!
しっかりしろ。
Why did it zoom in on his butt?
一体何があったんだ。
Oinker in the gun.
あれは
Simon! Did you know that there are people out there that don't like Gurren Lagann? And it's okay, but I just don't understand why.
待て。何者だ。
なかなか勘の鋭いやつだ。
Oh, this is cool. Oh! 14 effects.
お前はこの城一
Can we
番の
not
剣
beat this
士で
guy?
あることを誇
Alright.
りにしているよ。
Alright, buddy. Mm-hmm.
自
Okay.
分の弱さを思い知るね。
Why is Huber not seeing Gurren Lagann yet? I don't know, man. I'm not Huber.
まだまだ子供だな。こんなやつを雇っている英雄王は大した王じゃなさそうだ。
だと国王陛下を悪く言うことは絶対に許さん。
He reminds me of Ken for some reason. I mean, not for some reason. The hair and the fireball.
城内に侵入者がいるぞ。探せ。
命拾いしたな。今日はこれで引き上げる。まあ、慌てなくてもこいつのような雑魚相手ならいつでもたやすく我らの占領下に置くことができるわ。
待て。
昨夜城内に侵入した謎の魔導士によって警備についていた者たちがやられ生き残ったのはデュラン
Duran was the only survivor trope.
赤いマントをつけていたという噂に聞いた。
Kerr is such a good
魔導士
insult.
に違いない。
ではアルテナが不届きにも我がフォルセナにスパイを送り込んだというのか。許せん。向こうが攻めてくる前にこちらから全面攻撃を仕掛けようぞ。おう。
ああ待て。敵がアルテナという確かな証拠があるわけではない。それになぜアルテナが我が国に対して攻撃をしてくるのかもまだ 明らかになっていない。昨夜誰にも気づかれずに城内に潜入し、あのデュランでさえもかなわなかった相手。今下手に動けば敵の罠にはまる危険性もある。まず城内の軍備を固めた上でアルテナの様子を調べるため、こちらからもスパイを送り込んでくれ。
よい。
アルテナ、断りの女王、なぜフォルセナに？
This is a meaty demo. They just gave me a huge chunk of the game. And it's cool that you can just play all the characters. See all their stories.
お兄ちゃん、まだ怪我が治ってないんだから寝てなきゃダメよ。
Speaking of One Piece, we have a young Nami here. Progress does carry over.
俺は
お兄ちゃん、しっかりして。お兄ちゃんの弱虫、大嫌い。
This game is not very kind to kids.
弱虫か。少し街を歩いて頭を冷やそう。少し街を歩いて頭を冷やそう。
The only one that doesn't carry over is the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. Man, if progress carried over, so many people would max out. There are people that are maxing out anyway and it doesn't carry over. You cannot beat people's passion for Final Fantasy VII. You can't do it. There are probably people out there who took their filthy little Game Sharks, somehow found a way to plug it into their PS4, somehow got to level 99, doesn't even support it, and they're gonna plug that into the full game when it comes out. That's what happened. I'm just filthy little game sharks. I'm just joking. Have you ever considered doing commentary tracks for shows, movies? That would be a lot of fun. I haven't, no. Honestly, I don't think I'd be very good at it. I think with the right combination of allies, though, it would definitely be fun. There are some old bad anime that I think would be pretty good. I'm actually surprised people haven't done that in a greater fervor. Like, riff tracks on shitty anime is where it's at. Ever watch Golden Boy? No. Can I tell you a story about Golden Boy, though? When I was a wee lad, okay, I would go to my Blockbuster Video, and they had a pretty sweet anime section. And there weren't a lot of ways to get anime at that point. And they had Golden Boy. They always had these DVDs of Golden Boy, and I was like, whoa! This is like so sexy. And of course, you know, my parents would never let me watch it. But I was always intrigued by it because of just how like blatantly lewd it was, right? But I've never watched it. I've never gone back and watched it. But I'm familiar of its existence. Did you explain how sexy it was? No. The manga is super lewd? Dude, the anime seems super lewd. I bet the manga's just Super Saiyajin lewd. It's actually super hilarious, especially the dub. Yeah, I'd be curious to watch it. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. Mom, this is sexy. That felt wrong to say.
なんじゃ、随分としけた面の客じゃのう。
なんだと。
人の運命は 99% まであらかじめ決まっておる。じゃが、残り 1% に未来があり、夢がある。人はその 1%
Those are some gross eyebrows, I'm sorry. But if I saw that in real life, I would be freaked out.
この占いババが占って死んぜよ。
うるせえ。俺は占いなんか信じねえ。力だ。信じられるのは力だけなんだ。やいババ。どうすりゃ俺は強くなれるんだ。
This guy is ultra shonen protagonist for sure.
何するんだよこの乱暴者。そんなに強くなりたきゃ。
The Priest of Light can teach you how to switch your class.
クラスチェンジの方法を知ってるってさ。
クラスチェンジ。
あんたみたいなひよっこはひよこ戦士にでもクラスチェンジするんだね。さあ、とっとと出てっておくれよ。
Somebody brought up Tenchi Muyo. I definitely watched Tenchi Muyo. So that's how you got shit by the parents, right? Like, if it was on TV, it was okay. So I really liked Tenchi Muyo a lot. Specifically Tenchi in Tokyo. I got really fucking hyped for Tenchi. What's the blue-haired chick's name? What was her name? Ryoka? Ryoka. Okay, so I was close. Alright, memory was better than I thought. Definitely had a crush on Ryoko, for sure. As a wee lad. But yeah. Liked Tenchi. Have not watched Tenchi Muyo since childhood at all. I bet it probably doesn't hold up. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, Blockbuster gave me a very poor impression of anime fans back in the day. Because I want to rent anime, right? They had a good anime selection. They had a lot of classics. And it was always rented out. And it wasn't like new people kept renting it out. People just didn't bring it back. Like, you can't just keep Akira. Bring Akira back. Spread the love. They would just lazily not bring their videos back. And it really pissed me off.
俺はあの紅蓮の魔導士を許さない。何があっても必ず倒してやる。それまではここには帰れない。帰らない。
Outlaw Star Band. Outlaw Star was a favorite for sure. I loved Outlaw Star. I actually bought Outlaw Star last year because I wanted to rewatch it and have not done so yet, but really loved Outlaw Star a lot.
Omachi! ほら、同じブロンズソードだけど、こっちの剣と取り替え的な。これは？あんたの父さんが若い頃に使っていた剣さ。ロキもこの剣で剣術大会に優勝したんだよ。
This is your father's sword.
さあ行きな。ウェンディには私からちゃんと言っておくから、後のことは大丈夫。
Kind of getting Winry vibes from her.
お城によって王様に挨拶していきなさい。お待ちになってるよ。
国王陛下が。
ロキの息子ならきっと旅立とうとするはずだって。 さすがだね。まあ私も伊達にあんたたちの母親代わりをしてたわけじゃないからそうなるとは思ってたけどね。
おばさんありがとう。きっと戻ってくるよ。
He does have SSJ3 here. You're right about that. Best Saiyan form, by the way. SSJ3. I always thought it was the most hype. People are talking about Trigun in chat, and boy, I'm about to piss chat off. I like Trigun, but before I saw Trigun, and this was forever ago, it was hyped to the high heavens for me. Like, people were treating it like one of the greatest of all time. And I like it, but I think it's overrated. It's a good time. I don't regret watching it, but I think it's overrated.
あの魔導士だけは許すことができないのです。生まれて初めて敗北を喫したばかりでなく、我が国王陛下を侮辱したあの魔導士を、私はあの魔導士に打ち勝つまではこの城には戻れません。
そうか、分かった。気をつけていくのだぞ。
ありがとうございます。
あいついい目になりおった。以前はプライドが高すぎて心配だったのだが、ロキの若い頃にそっくりだ。
Somebody in chat is saying there's a big difference between the manga and anime. To be fair, I've only seen the anime. I've not read the manga. So, who knows? And I haven't seen the movie. I didn't even know there was a movie. So Cowboy Bebop, one of my favorites of all time. I consider it a true masterpiece. And will not hear otherwise. I don't think the movie is great. I was so excited for the movie. I was hyped to the high heavens for it. Saw it. Enjoyed it. Didn't think it was great. The movie has good animation. The movie has amazing animation. Absolutely. I mean, that fight scene? Yes. I mean, there are many fight scenes, but you know the one I'm talking about. The mop. Yes. Amazing animation. No doubt about that. And it's because the series set such a high standard. I mean, that was a show that was built to be a series, right? The way that it was structured. Dude, level 1 again. It's crazy that I am just not even playing as the main character that I picked. Rurouni Kenshin? I haven't watched Rurouni Kenshin in a long time. Another Toonami one for me. I liked it. I liked Rurouni Kenshin. Using the back of the blade. Rurouni Kenshin was not a favorite, right? It wasn't Outlaw Star levels for me. Another one that I have, probably an anime that I have like the weirdest feelings on. I have a love-hate relationship with the Big O. There were times where I was super into it and loved it, and then there were other times where I was pretty indifferent towards it. So the Big O was up and down for me. Yeah. Was it one that they wasn't on for very long? Like it was quick out. Was it Blue Gender? Is that what I'm thinking of? The one with insects. That one was pretty cool. Yeah. Blue Gender was neat. I wish they would have played more Blue Gender on Toonami. I have not seen Serial Experience 9. Ian swears by it though. I think I have the DVDs for Serial Experiments Lane somewhere around my apartment, but no, I haven't seen it. Beetleborgs? I loved Beetleborgs. I liked Power Rangers a lot too, but I preferred Beetleborgs. I thought Beetleborgs were awesome. I'm so happy when somebody brings them up, because I feel like no one talks about Beetleborgs, and I thought they were the shit. There was a period of time where I was obsessed with Beetleborgs. Loved them. The Beetleborgs action figures were awesome. They were awesome. They were amazing. Oh, so Bubblegum Crisis. I was on the Easy Allies account, and it just popped up with the opening for Bubblegum Crisis. I've never seen Bubblegum Crisis. I watched that opening, and everything about it was my vibe. I was like, this, yes. It got me so hyped, that opening for Bubblegum Crisis. Oh, it was sick. It was just like pure 80s coolness in the best way. It was great. Really dug it a lot. Here's the Gungrave series. I played a Gungrave game at E3, but that's it. I don't have any Gungrave experience beyond that. Full Metal Alchemist's brother. I really don't cry very easily, and Brotherhood ripped me to pieces. That is also a show that has been hyped infinitely, but I feel like it has earned every inch of that hype. Brotherhood is amazing. And what's cool about Brotherhood is it kind of takes the whole series to appreciate, right? Like, Kill la Kill is one of my favorite anime of all time. I adore it. And I get really sad when people talk shit on Kill la Kill because I love it dearly. But it definitely does peter out, right? It is not consistently strong. What's cool about Brotherhood is you need every episode. Like, you need the whole thing to really appreciate it. And it's kind of planned out in that way, which is neat. I think that's something that's so appealing about One Piece as well, right? Like, One Piece feels, for as like disparate as the arcs can feel, you kind of get this nice build-up that's like always happening in the background. It's cool. God, I would love One Piece. I know I would. Brother has so many hypertones and comics, yeah. It is definitely very hype. In a way, and I know it pisses people off so much, but it's something that I kind of love about Toriyama. Toriyama just forgets shit, man. Like, he forgets that he made things. And I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into just the slap together nature of Dragon Ball sometimes. Oh, it's funny. Like, Super is extremely slapped together. Do you remember everything you made? No. All you have to do... It's not a criticism, honestly. Like I said, I dig it, but all you have to do is watch Tabletop Escapades to realize that I've an exceptionally poor memory. He doesn't know anything about Dragon Quest? I thought he was into Dragon Quest, at least early on. I thought he was very into Dragon Quest. Did I misread that? That sky does not look very good. Not a great thing to focus on there at the end. I do kind of like Duran being pitted against this Crimson Wizard. I think that's pretty cool. Who was your favorite character in Kill la Kill? One of my favorite characters ever. In anything. In any story. I'll let you guess, chat. I bet you'll get it immediately. Yep. I have a little Nendoroid figure of Mako. That's a cute smile. Gamagori is very good. I like Gamagori a lot. This car, man. You just let me bounce into the barrier and then you're like, oh, I'll remove it? Did you watch SSSS Gridman? I did not. No, I haven't watched it. I got like 3/4 of the way through Darling in the Franxx and then I just gave up. And I regret nothing. Do we want to be Durant? We haven't played Reese for a while, if you Reese. My taste usually match with yours, Ben, but I can't stand Kill la Kill. I've definitely seen that, and I get it. It's not for everybody. Huber actually gave Kill la Kill a shot and couldn't stand it either. But I probably wouldn't be into anime were it not for Kill la Kill. Definitely revitalized my interest. I love that show. I consider the first episode a masterpiece. But Kill la Kill is definitely a vibes show for me. It kind of gets away with a lot on pure aesthetics. People are saying they didn't like the second half where it gets long in the tooth. I can't disagree with you. Watching it week to week, maybe I didn't feel it as much, but I can't disagree with what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong. For sure. Does Duran have a different skill set for Reese? Yes, he does. I mean, it's kind of the same idea, right? Like, you can do weak, strong, weak, strong. You get a lot of the same moves. But, you know, their effects are a little bit different because of different weapons. Doom Eternal is so good, the music. Yeah, Mick Gordon really outdid himself with the music. Haven't really been able to talk about it in full, but it gets weird in some pretty cool places that I super appreciated. Mick is a very versatile guy. Just a great musician. Seems like enemies are getting a little bit more complicated, which is nice. I should use the lock-on feature. Different abilities. We can look at his abilities. Quick leap forward followed by a damaging cross slash. Zoom is currently unpacking for me. I can't wait. It's so nice to have full confidence in, like, when you are critiquing stuff, right? Sometimes you run into this problem where you're like, well, I like this a lot, but is it just playing into my own personal taste and interest? Like, will this have a wide appeal outside of that? And I run into that with JRPGs a lot, right? Like, there are things that I like in JRPGs that are not necessarily good. Doom is not that. Doom is an excellent game. Doom Eternal, specifically, is an excellent game by any measure. Like, rarely do I feel so confident in game valuations. Like, it is incredible what they did with that game. It is so good. I'm pretty sure played on Ultra Vine State is freaking hard. I've seen streamers today started on Nightmare being like, oh, I always play games on the highest difficulty. Good luck.
Stop!
What's up, dude? You wanted to see a little bit. This is a good time. Stop! We're going to get a new, our third party member.
This game looks great.
It
No,
looks
it's
jolly,
a direct sequel to the first one that
Not
came
the
out?
first one. I mean, it's not a direct sequel in the sense it's not the same characters
Got it.
and place, but it's
Got
like
it.
the same themes in a lot of ways.
Got it. Very cool.
For sure. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy Adventure, then Secret of Mana, then Trials of Mana.
Got it.
So a little confusing.
So if I just jump into this one, Ben,
you'd be fine.
Okay, cool.
You do not need
because
any...
this one looks way more appealing than the last one they did. Just maybe
the
the
Secret
art
of Mana
style?
remake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the vibes and the jolliness.
It's definitely a step up from that in terms of presentation, right?
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Jolly. How is it so far?
Hubert, you should take the personality quiz. So if you go over there in the computer, I have it in the description. It
Yeah.
will match you with a Trials of Mana character.
Really?
Yeah. Do it up.
Personality quiz. Where is it? What are you talking about?
It's in the description of the stream, and chat can link it as well.
Got it. What are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna take a personality quiz.
You gotta shoot that thing, Hubert. How long does it take, Ben?
It takes a minute tops.
Here it is. Get started. There's a personality quiz for this. Where the hell's Axe? Alright, I'll do Spear. Spear's timing you, dude. How would your friends describe? What is the most important? What is your favorite season? Which member of your friendship?
Don't weave me.
Guess. You are facing
Poor
a challenge.
Charlotte.
How do you plan to resolve it? Teamwork. What is your favorite meal?
What's the RPG you hate to dislike? Golden Sun.
Adventure. It's your birthday. What present would you make your day? Dude, just relax. What's your favorite color?
Can you guys hear Hubert?
What would your ideal holiday activity? What's the ability to have? You have a free weekend. What are your plans? Go to the cinema, dude. Yeah. Where would you like to live? What'd you say? Charlotte. Play as Charlotte. Charlotte, man. That's her.
You got Charlotte?
I got Charlotte.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Too pure.
Charlotte. How many characters can you play as?
6, I think.
Whoa, damn. Charlotte type. She looks awesome. Looks jolly as hell.
We're getting Charlotte's backstory right now.
Dude. How's the towns?
Towns are cozy.
Nice, cozy.
Maybe not quite Dragon Quest XI coziness, but
Yeah.
but you know, the innkeeper dances.
This game probably less budget than a Dragon Quest XI, I would assume. Yeah. Then your Dragon Quest XI. Yeah. Let's go. Cool. See you, chat. See you, man.
See you, dude.
最近あまり元気がない様子。 まだ幼く見えるとはいえエルフの血を引く15歳。例の現象を敏感に感じ取っているのかもしれません。
そうか。見たまえヒース。マナの女神像が涙を流しておる。そして昨夜の湖の上に現れた光。
ええ、夜中だというのにまるで昼間のようなまばゆい光でした。あれは
わからぬ。じゃが最近のマナの変動と何か関係があるはずじゃ。光は対岸のアストリアの村の方に消えた。すまぬが行って調べてきてはくれぬか。
はい、かしこまりました。それにジャゾの方からも邪悪な
There is
気配を
trouble in
感じ
Jad.
ます。念のため滝の洞窟には
Cool how the stories
外部のものがレン
intersect.
デルに入れぬよう結界を
And how
張って
there's
おきま
things
しょう。
going on in multiple areas. Ambitious, you know, especially considering the time.
もし危ないものだったらヒースが大変でち。あたちが守ってあげなくちゃ。それじゃ早速ここを出るでち。
She's so small. She's so small. She's got a little stick that. Oh, nunchuck. These are nunchuck. Nunchuck, dude. Dude, okay. Look at this real quick. Look at these little nunchuck, dude.
Very cool.
I know Ian meant it, but he sounded like a disinterested parent there.
Yeah, it's very cool. Dude.
Very cool. Okay, we have to go. I love the way her hair bops around. I like the jump too, the kicking out of the legs. Please make sure you guys plan something for the Final Fantasy VII Remake launch. It will be worth it. Definitely. I hear you, dude.
シャルロットさん
I
い
hear
け
you.
ません。今日は神殿の中。
話すでち。ヒースを助けに行くんでち。意地悪な親父でち。別の場所から出てやるでち。
I like the spin. I actually didn't get a good look at it there. Well, hold on. One more time. Yeah, the little losing balance there is neat. We had to deal with the kitty talk in our OG playthrough.
無理ですよ。途中の滝の洞窟には怖いモンスターがいっぱいいるから、大人たちみたいに魔法が使えないと。まあ、失礼なガキンチョでちね。こう見えてもシャルロットはあんたみたいな本当のガキンチョと違って花も恥じらう15歳。ただ成長が普通の人よりちょこっと遅いだけでち。年上のお姉様の言うことが聞けないんですか？お仕置きでち。わかりましたよ。じゃあ今夜2階のテラスに来てください。とっておきの秘密の方法を試してみましょう。することないから。
Ben or Brad dressed up in Cloud cosplay and Ben dressed up as Ketchi? Fuck that! No! I want to be somebody cool. I'm not being Ketchi. Absolutely not. Tifa. Now that would be funny. Oh man, I would totally be Yuffie. Yuffie's one of my favorites, for sure. Ben cosplaying as that old lady's eyebrows. Yuffie's the coolest, but I don't think you can pull it off. How dare you? I could absolutely pull it off. I would pull it off that you couldn't look at the real Yuffie anymore. That's how well I would pull it off. How dare you? Red 13 would be cool. I'd be into that. Don't pull it off that well. Chocolate.
シャルロットさん、こっちこっち。さあ、下がっててください。これを誰にも見つからないように用意するのは大変だったんすから。じゃーん、これはバネクジャコといってですね、超すげえジャンプができるんですよ。どこで手に入れたかは秘密。生意気言ってるんじゃないでち。こんなもんでどうしようってんですか。
I think Charlotte's story is my favorite so far.
見つからずにアストリアまであっという間に行けるはずです。さあ、急いで。見つかったら大目玉食らっちゃいますよ。お、いっけねー。失敗だ。嬉しい
His awkward response to that was great. Ben, do you know Baby Metal? Yeah, I feel like I've been asked this a lot. Yes, I like Baby Metal. I can't listen to Baby Metal all the time. They do wear a little bit thin for me, but I like them. And every once in a while, it's exactly what I need. Is some Baby Metal. Kevin! My boy!
なんだなんだ、女の子。どうしよう。
Kevin's not in our party. Are you playing with the same characters in the Super Nintendo original? No, all new characters. You stepped on the spring!
もう行く。外、もう真夜中。ここで寝ていくといい。
Do you know what you're going to name your AC island? I do. It's pretty lame. I tend to name all, like, player areas in games the same thing. It's actually pretty hard to guess. And it's super inappropriate for Animal Crossing, which has extremely chill and friendly vibes. Not Ben's Land. No, not Iowa. It's a video game thing. It's a video game thing. Camarocho. That would be cool. It should be Camarocho. Capcom, Ohio. These are good guesses. No one's gotten it yet, though. Anime Sex Island. Oh, man. I should name my Animal Crossing island that. That's good. No? No. These are good guesses. You guys are doing, we have no money. You guys are guessing. Okay, Fart Island's not a very good guess. I'm sorry. That one's bad. Midgard. No, you're kind of thinking along the right lines. Different genre of game. It's not from an RPG. Not from an RPG. I'll give you guys a little bit more time. Weep Town. No. Not from an RPG. It is from a video game. Video game I like a lot. Des Moines. Hell. Alright, I'll just tell you guys. Beach Splash. God damn it. Outer Heaven. I tend to name things Outer Heaven all the time. I like everything. I don't like everything. I do like a lot. I'm a passionate dude. I do like a lot. But I definitely don't like everything. Hidden Weed Village. What is the worst game I've ever played? I've played a lot of trash. I think the game that has made me the most, I mean, it's definitely not even the worst game I've played, but I think the game that has pissed me off the most and that, like, playing through it was agony. I hate Duke Nukem Forever. I hate it so much. I spent $60 on that piece of shit, and I played all of it, and I hated it. That game is trash. More than Fallout 76? I don't even hate Fallout 76. It's terrible, and it's like aggressively shitty to people. But I just like laugh at Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is just kind of like broken. Even when Duke Nukem Forever is working, it's just bankrupt on anything that is like remotely entertaining. I played Superman 64. Superman 64 might be technically the worst. I rented Superman 64 as a kid. Might technically be the worst game I've played. But I don't hate it. Like I don't it's terrible, awful, 1 out of 10 bad. But I don't have the emotion with it. For the One Punch Man game, I have not. For the One Punch Man game. What about Bubsy 3D? Hate it. Yeah, I've played Bubsy 3D too. Another one that I played very young. It's awful. I mean, Bubsy 3D is just... It's just a mess to look at. Like, it's one of the few games where just staring at the screen is physically painful because of the way that they use colors in it. Bubsy in general is just kind of an annoying piece of trash. No Man's Sky pissed me off eventually. No Man's Sky at launch was frustrating for sure. Yeah, definitely. That's fair. Shrek was abysmal. Shrek was bad. I haven't played Super Bubsy. Most disappointing game and why is it Final Fantasy 13? Final Fantasy 13 is hard for me. I think I hate it more than it probably deserves, but, well, I'll tell you after this question.
お前たちビーストキングダムの獣人だな。なぜこんなところに？こいつウェンデルの神官だぞ。我々を見た以上このまま返すわけにはいかんな。ウェンデル侵攻の邪魔になる。なんだって。そうはさせん。ヒース。なんだこのガキは。
なんですかあんたさんたち。痛い離すでち。
シャルロット、やめろ。その子から手を離せ。シャルロット、もう大丈夫だよ。でもどうしてこんなところに？
ヒース、あのね、シャルロットね。
何か来る。
怖いでち。
危ない。
ホーリーボールの使い手の割にあっけないな。しかしなかなか高レベルの術者のようだ。
こいつは思わぬ広いものをしたわい。
なんだこのチビは。引っ込んでろ。
Thank God he did that. Oh my goodness. Oh, the soundtrack in 13 is amazing. Rappy, I think you're making assumptions. I didn't say 13 was the most disappointing, but it was very personally disappointing to me. Which is a very reasonable thing to say. The person who asked said it was. Oh, my mistake. Sorry. I thought you were talking about me.
ヒースを連れ去った謎の男。シャルロットの周りで何かが音を立てて動き出した。
So 13, the story with it, 13 was a game that I was looking forward to kind of on the level of Metal Gear Solid 2. That's how hyped I was for it. And I loved everything about it. They seem to capture an aesthetic so well. Can I pause cutscenes? Yes, I can. Alright, we're going to finish this really quick. And I think Lightning is brilliantly designed, right? I love the way Lightning looks. I love the look of the world. I love what they're trying to do with the story. But it didn't have the heart. It didn't have the warmth. It seemed to forget that. Like, as you're going through it, it kind of feels very clinical in the way that it's like processing these characters in this story. And some of that, admittedly, could come down to localization. I do wonder if I would have a different appreciation of 13 if I played it in Japanese. I think it's one of the few cases where I could say that confidently. But if you look at the other Final Fantasy games that came out before it, I think they have this relatability to them. They have a warmth to their characters that 13 doesn't have. And people make fun of me for liking 15 as much as I do, and I do like 15 a lot. I like 15 more than most, but it has that warmth. It has that relatability to those characters, which is very important to me.
あんたさんが結界を解いてくれたおかげでようやく。ところが道を間違えて落っこちてしまいましたとさ。そこへ偶然あんたさんは。
What was that? Oh, I forgot there was another stream.
No worries.
I can just stop after this. I totally forgot about dreams. Sorry, Jones.
困ったわね。おいで、お嬢ちゃん。私も光の司祭様に会いにウェンデルへ行くところだから送っていってあげるよ。なんだ、あんたさんうちのおじいちゃんにご用だったんですか。じゃあシャルロットを助けてのバッジは当たらんですよ。こう見えてもシャルロットは光の司祭のお孫さんですから。さ、地味地味ぼさーっとしてないでお孫さんを丁重にウェンデルまでお連れするでち。この子。
To give some, I do feel like there are a number of games that I've overrated in the past. I definitely think I overrated 15. For sure. Okay, Jones, I'm gonna go back to a save point. I think I overrated 15. I definitely overrated Fallout 4. I don't know where a save point is. Fuck. Let's try to get there. I think I overrated 15, Fallout 4. Zero Time Dilemma I overrated. Those are three that immediately stick out. By like a half point. Fallout 4 is a 9 to you, damn it. Yeah, that one I was actually deciding the score up until the last minute, and I think I went too high on it. I like Fallout 4 still. I can talk a lot about its positive qualities, but a 9 is too high for that game. What games did you have the most for fun reviewing? Fire Emblem Echoes was really fun to review. Alright, Jones, I'm saving right up ahead. You overrated Fallout 76. I gave it a 2! I did not overrate Fallout 76. 15 should have been given an 8. I think I gave it a 4.5 and it should have been a 4. But yeah, like, New Vegas is a 9. Fallout 4 is a 9. I am definitely willing to admit that I've overrated some things. For sure. I love the last few chapters of 15. A lot. A lot. Alright, chat. Thanks for chatting. I definitely got distracted by chat and was not paying attention to the story for like the second half, but still had fun. Hope you guys had fun. Get ready for dreams. Sorry for delaying dreams. Bye.